They were here, and they were very poor. So I said, listen, Bob gave them some money to do the mowing for us. We went to Alaska, and when we came back, they told us that they didn't have to mow at all. I said, how come? Well, I saw it. They were dying.
Oh.
It was a drought.
So the
Hundreds.
6,000 Christmas trees.
100. 2 or 3 meadows, you don't even see a one anymore.
Oh.
And that was quite a loss, because it was supposed to be for the grandchildren. And he was always good that way in trying to let the land breathe, do not cut down every tree. And he went to all kinds of forums fighting against the people who were doing partial birth. What? Partial birth?
No?
What is it? When a baby is...
Partial birth abortion?
Yeah. See, that's what you're doing to the trees.
Oh, jeez.
To make what? Paper towels because you don't want to wring out a rag and wash it and wring it again? For a long, long time. Paper towels. Pat, for instance, stumbled over a bucket that I had saved to take to the toilet. And he goes, takes the whole roll. I said, what do you mean to do with that? 2 gallons of water with a thing like that? First of all, no paper towels for the floor. And then I took out my rag and I kept
Wring it out.
right into the sink. So, but people just don't know that there were other ways at one time. You had a wringer type washer if you were wealthy enough, because they were quite expensive. And you put your cleanest stuff in first, like sheets, tablecloths, things like that. And then the next thing, maybe underwear, God knows what. And in the end, I take maybe 5 loads for the dirty rugs. I shook them out right and left, up and down. Nothing more coming out. Then I took them to my wringer. Then I pushed them in. And when we went to Germany, I took it along, and then we couldn't get a gasket for it. It had a kind of a cork gasket, and it started leaking. So I put a bucket underneath it, and as soon as the cork started swelling, it stopped. And Bob said he's going to get me an automatic washer. We bought it in Frankfurt. And here also this washer, and here's someone advertising they wanted a wringer type washer. I said, well, I have one, but it does leak. And we cannot get the stuff here, but if you put a bucket under it for the first few minutes until it swells, it stops.
Mm-hmm.
It was an Oriental woman. Oh, a week or 2 later she comes. It's leaking. I said, well,
I told you it was leaking.
For $10? For $10?
$10?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, I had a new one. She appeared to be young and needy. And what does one not do?
No.
So when we returned, there was an old couple living at the corner in the big white house as you come into Finn Creek.
That's the house that they have the dogs, right?
The Fleshers. They're related to Bob. And he said, my father sold me into slavery to the Fleshers, where there was an Aunt Celie or whatever, who demanded of him the same amount as her adult brothers. And when they were finished working in the fields, then they sat down on the porch after supper and smoked. While Bob was, at 10 years or 11 years old, was told, now you go and you eat this and you eat that, and you take out some sort of a weed. And so he said, I was sold into slavery by my father. And they didn't get him any money. He was to get a little shirt. He's still waiting for that little shirt. People, no wonder in a way that he has become bitter, but on the other hand, he gives with full hands.
Yeah.
And I don't understand. I don't understand. My little shirt. So they all died. And I remember one of them was selling all his timber. And $16,000 is what he was supposed to have had in his checking account, one of his 3 brothers. $16,000. I never even heard of a sum like, and he carried that around with him.
Oh my goodness.
So I know someone who is doing the same thing, leaving in a checking account,
No.
Oh,
and everybody who happens to be including that. You know, people sometimes, if they like standing around, there's something, you might go, you know, absent-mindedly, or he did that to the checkbook. Bob saw it, and he got very angry. Not at him, to me. Said, why didn't you tell him right away? Well, apparently he didn't mention it later. He said, I didn't see anything, I was just kind of looking, yeah. So, and that he does not want. But there, Luann usually sits. He makes his bills out here, and Luann can read backwards. And when you see the amount that's in there, because he has nothing else anywhere else, it's all there, and he feels good about it, but it's the wrong thing, I believe.
yeah. No,
In fact, it
agree
is.
110%, but I don't even want to begin to
Yeah,
go there with him.
it's terrific. I say, now that you finally have a disability, why do you keep putting it in there and let the bank see you don't need it because you're heaping it up? I don't spend except what I have to when Luann tries to take such good care of us. I wish I could break her from buying all the stuff I don't need and I don't want. Soft bread I don't touch. Bob doesn't
Right.
eat it either. So why does she bring us 2 or 3 loaves? Well, for the freezer. You see what the freezer looks like now.
Well, just tell her that you don't need the
I
stuff.
do when she comes in with 2 and 3 bags on each hand. What did you bring again today? Well, you need such. I said, not really. But then I say, make sure and tell me how much I owe, and it's usually $40, $50.
Yeah, but see, that's not okay because
Yeah.
that adds up.
Yeah,
But every week,
she
$40,
knows
$50.
how much she has in the
Well,
so she can. She said she doesn't like to shop. It seems to me she does. Otherwise, I would just get what's.
do
what
you
the
see the
family-
receipts?
Yes.
Does she take anything with her?
No, she appears to be. Now I don't check clearly anymore because she usually comes when I'm right at the edge of being finished. Because I like to have my work done when she comes.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a lot of sitting and talking going on. Because they're not supposed to be cleaning women. They're supposed to be companions and helpful to a person who needs help.
Mm-hmm.
Now I've come to the part where I wish she would do the vacuuming and get out, but she is sick herself. Big problems with the knees, with the hips, and when you consider all the weight, I can't ask her to do anything. So I keep doing it as long as I can.
Well, I mean, just a simple thing as the groceries, and just say, listen, I get my bread from such and such place, which you do,
Yes.
and you get your cheese from there. So say, look, please don't buy this bread anymore.
Now there's one kind of cheese I really like, and she has found it for me. I stopped buying it because it grew too high. And when something gets beyond what I think is decent to pay, I stop. I do without it. I like brie cheese.
Brie.
And brie has really a little thing, 6 something.
Mm-hmm.
I used to buy it for $1.20 at the
We
most.
can buy it from Costco. It's much cheaper.
There's no Costco.
Costco,
around
I
here.
imagine.
There is
yes.
not? You and I have been to one.
Yeah, Costco. No, not. I don't think there's one
Oh,
around
yes,
here.
we have.
Here?
Yes.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure there's a Costco in West Virginia.
Oh, in West Virginia, sure. But
Or
within,
around here.
within reasonable
Here,
distance.
see? This is the last one.
Oh.
And that was almost $7. I said, stop it. I know I like it very much. I like to take a bite once in a while, but not at that price.
No.
So
I'm
keep
pretty sure
saying-
we went to a Costco when we were here.
I don't think so.
I know there is a.
With
there's another
BJ's?
big one. No.
Walmart?
Another big one.
Sam's Club, probably.
Sam's Club, yes.
The one run by Walmart.
And Vivian,
Walmart's awful.
our very best butt thief, She used to buy stuff there, and she never bought more than we needed.
Yeah.
And she found a zero gravity chair for me, which I had for 3 or 4 years until it started collapsing on me. And if I had held on like this right and left, like sometimes you do, I probably would have squeezed my fingers off maybe. So I put the chair behind it to make it tight, and the chair needed another help from the potty chair. It was put there and scratched up his nice little bench that he worked so hard on. Well, ich muss ins Bad gehen. No one can come in now. Or you may come in, but you may not use it. I don't mean they're trying to get my stink off of me. Okay, good enough.
Good enough.
She might